Hi, this is Cecelia from Tarot by Cecelia, and this is your first monthly installment of my tarot guidance for love and finance. We'll see how y'all like this. Now, this is for the month of November 2015. It really looks like the financial part comes to the forefront, more so than the love part this month, okay? But never fear, there's something in here for everyone. Now, it's time to really look things over this month, is what I'm seeing. Don't sit around and be lazy. And I'm not saying it in a way of like just to say that you're sitting around and being lazy, but in other words, don't ignore the issues at hand. This is a time to be up and moving. There is a great deal to be taken care of. You have to remember you're in some sort of recovery mode now. And for many of you, it is a financial one. You need to get those plans into place this month, okay? Keep working on them. Keep tweaking them. Because as the universe shows you more, it is very important to work hard at these plans. Now, a lot of you, it means some major changes, okay? There are many things that have happened across the board to everyone involved. And, paying close attention to all of the details is extremely important. There will be opportunities this month to get together with others, with loved ones, or even, with others where there is some sort of a love connection that comes in. But what I feel for most of you, and I think I've even mentioned this in a couple of the personal readings that I've done lately, okay, is that while you're working on all of these other things and getting your life in order, the universe is guiding you. What you have to stop and realize is that you're not the only one. So somewhere out there is someone that the universe is working on sending them in your direction. Same thing. Their path needed to be uprooted. I see them. They're on their way. Okay? When do they arrive? Probably not until sometime in 2016. But never fear, 2016 is not that far away. So keep working on you. If there's a new job involved, if there's a financial plan involved, there's so much going on here. Now, you should always think of life as an adventure, okay? Rise to the challenge and keep at it, all right? This month is a good month to keep removing the painful things that have happened to you, all right? And it's more about just kind of moving away from them and, working on these new plans. So it's extremely important. There is a lot to celebrate this month, not just with, holidays that come into play for many of you, but with other things as well. There are a lot of new opportunities coming your way. Keep in mind that this is a month of stabilizing. I really feel that it is. There's this, balancing things out, between the old and the new. I think it takes a while before all that old stuff is finally all the way out of the way. Some of you are working on some things through a legal venue, trying to get things done, whether it's buying, selling, divorcing, bankruptcy. There's so many things people have going on. So keep this in mind. Eventually, you won't feel like you're defending yourself anymore. There's a lot less of that going on. It's a matter of pushing forward. Pushing forward with faith and knowing that you're going in the right direction. I know some of you out there are still saying, I can't. Contact me, okay? Maybe we need to do a special reading just for you. But this is overall, in general, for everyone. This is actually happening for everyone. You need to remember that. Sometimes it's just difficult as an individual to see it. But know that if you look at each day, you're going to find that things are, moving along. Now, also, being very wise. There's a lot of information that comes your way this month. And a lot of things, before where you were having trouble with the going forward idea and getting the help that you need. This month, there is more help. There are more options. There are more things that you can do to rectify the situations you've been trying to work on. So, it really allows you to more or less just start dumping all that old nonsense out and walk away from it. So I like this a lot. Still looking for love, so many of you. And then there are the ones who are convinced that they are in love. So, so be it. But we shall see what happens. Now, anyway, this month, try to remember, I see it everywhere. Try to remember to have a good time, have a little bit of a social life, even if it's only online, but remember to do so. Time with loved ones is extremely important. It's one of the most important commitments that there is, and these commitments, of course, they're always joined, whether it's time, space, whatever. You're still always related. You still always have each other. And there's also a lot of surprise coming in this month. Interesting. The journey shows me that this month they're starting to open some doors. They don't even look like they're open all the way. You're just starting to notice them like, that is interesting. Maybe I should go pursue this path and see where it leads me. And honestly, I do think that, it's a path that leads to freedom, where there's less stress. Very important to remember. I also, of course, see the holidays here. There's a wide array of holidays, which covers everyone out there, that you will be enjoying. And, working toward all of your goals here this month really puts you in a better place for all that, where you're feeling less stressed. That's one of the sad part about holidays, unfortunately, is they always seem to create more stress for some reason. But I think there's some surprise gifts from the universe as well as others coming your way. And you're going to find that, you're feeling better about life, about your beliefs, and also eyeing that road forward. So this is a very promising month indeed. And like I said, most of it appears to be financial. The love part, maybe not so much. I think more so with friends and family. Okay? But there's nothing wrong with that. Just remember that there's someone coming, and the universe is working on them. Years ago, I did a reading for myself, and I'll share this with you because I found it very interesting the way it turned out. And what I was told was that we were both continuing on our journey till our paths would cross. Those weren't quite my words, but that's the point, is that you're over here and someone else is over there. And eventually the journey leads you to the same path. So, there you have it. Have a wonderful month, and thank you very much for listening, and I'll see you again next month.